This is our first mulch application for the community. So what he's doing is just carefully shaking the bag and the mulch is coming out. Here's kind of the remnants of it. So step one, we're just doing a top dress. We're not trying to build up the mulch. But again, there's a very few limited pieces of mulch in the flowers that will come back and get blown off. Same thing with the walkways. So first step is shake all the mulch into place. It gets applied, so it's just a light dusting to make that landscape and the fresh mulch in. And then they'll have another person that comes back through. We'll find him with a blower, and he's not only blowing the walkways and driveways, but he's also going to blow the trail of mulch, because the mulch is in bags. The bags get small holes and tears just from handling. So it's just a natural course. So please, we just ask you to be understanding. There is a person that comes in behind, much like we do our landscape. When we mow the grass, we don't blow it right after. It's part of the process. So the gentlemen here are literally carrying those bags. They're about 45 pounds each bag, and they're shaking them off one bag at a time to evenly distribute it, instead of having the mulch blown in, which usually leads to a lot of excessive mulch and waste, which we want to talk about. So again, you see the gentleman here, he rips it, he lifts it, a little bit of crumbs, and then when his partner cohort comes back by, there's two guys going through with blowers, blowing the extra, picking up. They put all the extra bags inside of the bags. That's just a landscape trick over the years. So as they use them, you'll see it in here. There's one of their waters. They'll all come back by, simply gathering all these. So when you see these bags staged around the lawn, it's when they're done, they'll come back by and they'll swoop up all the trash on their way out. So again, when you're seeing things left behind, it's not because they forgot. It's because that's their process and how they install it and what's most efficient. And it's the proper way to do it. Instead of using yet another trash bag, they're utilizing what the mulch comes in and dispersing it. Just so you know, they're focusing on just the front yards, backyards, and then they'll be coming back to address the common areas, which are the parkways and the other amenity centers, entryways, as the common area. So front yards are getting done first, and then they'll come back by and do the tree rings and such. Again, not spending a whole lot of time. You can see him tossing it. That's how he gets it out of the bag without having to use your hand. Again, this is all part of their process of how it happens and how it does. Again, one or two pieces of mulch is not going to harm the plant. He's using his feet to place it. Again, these guys, this is what they do. This is how they apply it. It's the way I have applied it over my last 25 years of landscape experience. If it's not being blown in, this is a process. Perfect example, if we look around the turf line right here, the second person, the cleanup person, is going to come back through with a backpack blower. This will be blown right back into the mulch bed. Very simple process. It's not going to get every single piece of mulch, just like when it rains, the mulch goes in the grass. It's just part of the process. So again, I just want to make sure everybody understands the way he's shaking the bag. It looks violent. It's not violent. It's what it takes to get it out of the bag and how to disperse it and fling it. And it's really a process of how to use it with your feet. And considering it's 40 pounds, you know, it gets lighter as he goes, but it's not an easy task.